Hello, everybody. Welcome to a tad bit more fit webinar number two. Glad you all took time to tune in today and watch this webinar. Thanks for being here. We did webinar number one just a couple days ago, and that is going to continue to be posted up. You can watch it. If you didn't catch the first webinar, the wait is over. You don't know what you missed, because we talked about a new concept, a new way of thinking about weight loss, about weight control, and about dieting. And that's very important. As a matter of fact, in just the last 2 days, over 1,000 people have watched that webinar. And the feedback I've got has been overwhelmingly positive, of people saying, I've never thought of it that way. Thank you so much. I have a brand new way of thinking about this. I know I can do it now. And we're really going to continue to move forward and develop that deeper and deeper in the details, staying broad right now in the thought process in the launch of these webinars. And the reason being is really a tad bit more fit. What it's really about is the little things in life that make a big difference. I've been doing this a long time. As a matter of fact, let me go to slide. I'm going to talk to you about what the slideshow is, by the way, in case it's your first time. The slideshow on the side of your screen, you'll notice, has controls on it. You're going to actually control that slideshow yourself. So I'll tell you when to advance to the next slide, and you'll see the little numbers on the bottom, and that'll tell you which one we are on, so that we're on the same page, literally together. So let's go ahead and go to slide number 2. Click on that right arrow, the one inside the circle, and you're going to see a picture. And I know the first thing you do is see my hair and go, oh my gosh, what happened? Well, the 1980s happened, and now 50 years old happens, combination of the two together. But my wife, Gina, Dr. Gina, and I, when we met, we're both competitive bodybuilders. We went on to win national championship bodybuilding in the 80s. In the 90s, after having our children, my wife went back into the fitness competition, got big, got her IFBB Pro card, then went into NASCAR. She made history in NASCAR, and now she's in rowing. Actually, we're going to Boston this weekend, to Cambridge, and she's going to be rowing in the most prestigious head race that there is in the nation, 50th year anniversary up there. And it's very cool, because in just one short year, she's kicking tail at 50 years old against people that have been rowing their entire lives. That's just kind of the way our life is. Our life has been about health and wellness, about fitness. It's just a way of life for us. It's what we do. And one of the things that we love doing is helping other people. As a matter of fact, that's what a tad bit more fit is all about. See, in our personal training businesses and physical therapy businesses we had in Florida, my focus was always on helping what I would call the real person, the general populace. A lot of trainers out there, they want to work with the Olympic athletes, the next pro bodybuilder, the person that's going to be the big hit. And I think that's great, but those people already know a lot of what they're doing, and they have plenty of people that want to help them. My passion always was the person who hates exercise, the person who doesn't exercise, the person who doesn't take care of themselves and has no motivation or desire to do that, but really wishes it could happen. They just don't know what to do, and they just lack the inspiration and the education to be able to achieve that. Well, that's what I did in my businesses. As a matter of fact, I started my businesses down in Florida 24 years ago, sold them 14 years ago, and the people that started with me 24 years ago who hated exercise and had never exercised, most of them are still exercising there today with the trainers that run it. So anyway, I have a long history of doing this and helping people, and that's what I'm here for, is to help you on this webinar as well. I hope you get something very valuable today. I know you will. It's going to benefit you. Listen, if you're here and you're an advanced trainer, you're a serious fitness competitor, etc., we're going to get into a little more detailed stuff in the future. But right now, I'm really appealing, trying to get to the people who aren't exercising, who need help with their discipline, who need help with what they're doing. That's going to be the focus. So there'll be a tad bit of stuff for the advanced people, but for everybody else, there's going to be a lot for them. And it's important for you that are more advanced to be able to learn these things as well, too, to teach others, because to be quite honest with you, I'm tired of fitness, psychotic people in the gym listening to them tell people stuff. I'm like, oh my goodness, are you serious? I listen to people all the time telling people to work out, or watching trainers training people in the gym, these overweight people that are in their 50s and 40s that have never exercised, just killing them. And in my whole mind, I'm going, you're destroying them. They're never going to exercise. They're going to quit, and they're going to gain weight, and they're never going to do this again. We're going to talk about that today. Listen, it's about the little things. It's about the little things, and I want to talk to you about that today. But let's go ahead and go on to slide number 3. Real short review, just so that we get a focus on where we're at today. Last webinar, I talked about the secret equation in weight control, and that is calories in minus calories burned equals calories stored. Plain and simple. And that's a simple equation. That's just the way it works. And we have two things we can deal with. We can deal with our calories in, or we can deal with our calories burned if we want less calories stored. But the most effective way is to deal with both. And that's what we're doing on these webinars. On Tuesdays, I'm dealing with the calories in. On Thursdays, I'm dealing with the calories burned. So today is our first one to talk about calories burned. Go to slide 4, and that's what I've made in that point. The most effective way is to get less calories in. We're talking on Tuesdays how to help you get less calories in and still not have to starve yourself to death. Then also how to be able to burn more calories. We're going to talk about that today so that you can store less calories. Go to slide number 5. Let's talk about this for a second. You know what? This drives me literally insane, the insanity of workouts today. And the reason being is because we live in such a dang extreme culture. People have been out of shape for 20, 30, 50 years, and they want to fix it in 90 days. Fix it in 90 days. Extreme insanity. It's crazy. You'll fix everything. All your fat will be burnt off and you'll be gone. And I'll tell you, I've got to thank the people that are doing these types of workouts because they're really driving my wife's physical therapy business up. They have plenty of patients coming all the time with injuries because you've got these people that have never exercised in their life and they're out there flipping tires and jumping boxes, blowing out their knees, blowing out their backs, blowing out their shoulders. Listen, I want to talk today about this insanity, this mindset of this extreme workout that's going to fix everything that's been wrong with you your entire life, that you've never done anything with it in 90 days or less, because that's not the approach you need to take. Or maybe it is the approach we need to take. You know what? I've been fighting this for so long, I decided actually I would give in, and I made up a workout of my own. Go ahead and go to the next slide, slide number 6, and this is my workout that I'm putting out now. And workout number 1 is you got to be out of your flipping mind. Yeah, that's the new one. You just punch yourself in the face, you just beat yourself up, run around the room, slam into walls. And then workout number 2 is, what the heck was I thinking when you're laying on the ground beat up, not know what's happening? And this is, as you can see by the advertisement here, is the last workouts that you'll ever need. Why? Because you'll never want to work out again. That's right. That's how these workouts are. This is what they do to people. And they show these big 90-day results, right, with all the pictures. Go to slide number 7. This is what you see at first. These are the results from my workout. You got to be out of your flipping mind. Wow, look at these results. Day 1, 25% body fat, and it continues to go down. Day 30, 21, 16, 10. Calories are burning like crazy because it's crazy. It's insane. You got to be out of your flipping mind in this workout. The only problem is they don't show you the next part of it. Go to slide number 8. Look at the results as you go over the next 90 days. As it continues, you step back down and look at day 180. And I hope you appreciate day 180. It took me a lot of time in Photoshop to make that one. But that is the reality. That is what happens. You see all this stuff that if it's a quick fix, here's what I promise you, it's going to quickly be undone because you didn't fix anything. We talked about this in the last episode. Listen, if you haven't watched that webinar, watch it. It's about a lifestyle. A workout is not going to fix a lifestyle problem. An extreme workout that gets you in shape in 90 days is not going to fix a lifestyle problem. What it's going to do, it's probably going to injure you, might quite possibly hurt yourself. You might just get lucky and make it through and get great results. But just like in this picture, what's going to happen is sooner or later, you're going to be back in the same shape you were in before. Listen, I want to talk to all of you that are not exercising right now, or at least just so sporadically, you're just not doing it very often. Go to slide number 9, and let me tell you this. This is because I want to present this to you because it's really important, and this is a lot of what I want to talk about today, and that is on slide 9, that is a mindset that less is more. Less is more. This is the mindset you have to have if you're going to get real results with it, because listen, consistency is far more important than intensity. And that's the problem we've got today because everybody wants to fix it quick and they do these intense workouts. Listen, New Year's, it happens every time. January 2nd, the gyms are completely packed. You can't get a parking space. You can't get on a treadmill. You can't get on a machine on January 2nd. That's okay. Just wait because on February 1st, it's a ghost town. Nobody's anywhere around. It's completely empty. And the problem is that if you've not been working out, fast, intense workouts to try and fix it quick is not the answer. Most people, what they do is they overcommit to a workout intensity and level and frequency that they just can't keep up. Listen, if you've not been exercising or working out before, to make a commitment, say, I'm going to go work out every day for an hour, hour and a half, 7 days a week and I'm going to do boot camps and do this and do that. It's crazy. It's not going to work because you overcommit. You've got to take a less is more mentality. If you've not been exercising, think less is more approach. Don't focus on extreme efforts. What you need to focus on is consistency. 90 days from now, the sign of whether you've been successful or not is not whether you've lost a single pound. It's not whether you've lost a single inch. The sign of success 90 days from now, if you start an exercise routine now that you've not been exercising, the sign that you're successful 90 days from now is that you're still doing it and you've not missed any. You've done every one that you've committed to. Now that is a sign of success in a workout. And if you make that commitment and make your focus consistency, consistently doing it, next thing you know, it will become a habit. Next thing you know, it'll become a way of life. It'll be something that you do. Listen, my wife and I have been working out our entire lives now. I've been doing 15 years. I'm 35 years. I wish it was only 15. 35 years since I've been 15 years old. I first started training for bodybuilding. And ever since that time, and I don't do it for competing. I stopped competing when I was 22. It became my lifestyle. It's just what I do. I've not competed at all since I was 22 years old for 28 years. I keep downgrading my age. I wish. But it's 50 this year. That's what it is. In my entire life, though, it's just a way of life. I can't imagine not exercising. And it's not necessarily because the exercise itself is something that I, quote unquote, love to do. I mean, I don't mind it. It's not an option. It's kind of like bathing. I mean, I don't always necessarily want to bathe every day, but I need to bathe. I don't necessarily want to brush my teeth or floss my teeth all the time, but it's something you just got to do. You don't always want to put deodorant on. It's a way of life. It's something you do. And for me, exercise is a way of life for me. I can't imagine not doing it or just going through my life not exercising. I've never, ever stopped in those 35 years. Never taken a break. I've never stopped exercising. It is a way of life for me, and that's what I want for you. That gives you genuine results. That's what really gets you where you want to go, because in the end, what happens is people always overcommit, and because they overcommit, what will happen is you will never do less. You won't. When you step into one of those kind of workouts, because you might go, I'm going to work out real hard, but then I'll drop it back. People don't. What they do is they quit. But what they do, what is possible, is to do more. So in other words, let's say you commit to something that is a less is more mentality for the next 90 days, and you begin doing that thing consistently. And 90 days from now, if you're still doing it and you've consistently done it and you've not missed it once, then step it up. Take it up a notch. Do something a little more and stay with that for 90 days. You've proven yourself you can do that consistently. Take it up another step. Do it for another 90 days. And what you'll find is it'll become a way of life for you, and it won't be something that's an option, and it won't be something that becomes an overcommitment for you. Think long term. Don't think 90 days before and after. Let your commitment be consistency. And you know what? What you'll find is really that's true in every area of your life too. Consistency is important, not just as it relates to your exercise. It is as it relates to your diet. We'll be talking more about that on Tuesday. As a matter of fact, Tuesday, the message we're going to talk about is called The Calories That Count. We're going to get more specific into calories and where the calories are that count the most that you want to include in your diet, so you won't want to miss Tuesday. But even in your life financially, people deal with their finances the same way they do with their body now. It's like all or nothing, and that's why we have so much debt. I think when you look at the financial status of our country, it's reflective of the physical status, because it's a mindset, guys. It's not about the exercise. It's not about the pounds. It's not about the fat. It's a way of thinking about life. It's a way of thinking about yourself. It's a way of thinking about your health. It's a way of thinking about your future and taking those little steps, doing those little things that make a big difference when you do them consistently. Okay, so you ready to talk about the secret exercise? Let's go on to the next slide, slide number 10. What is the secret exercise? People always want to know, what is it? What's the secret exercise? The secret exercise is the exercise that you will do consistently. That's it, period. That's what the secret is. So for you, if you're not consistently exercising, one of the first things I would say, I would tell you to do is do something you enjoy. Find something you like doing. Listen, people will tell you all the time, no, you got to do this. This is the most effective thing, and you've got to do it. I cracked up a little while ago. I was in the gym working out, and I hear this guy over there telling this other guy, and that's why I said, if you're on this thing and you're watching it and you think you're a fitness know-it-all, you need this more than anybody, because you need to be telling other people the right things, because I hear more fitness know-it-alls in the gym telling people who don't exercise such bad information about what to do because they're wanting to tell them to do what they do. Listen, none of you need to do my workout, what I do. When I work with clients, I don't give them my workout. I don't have them do what I have other people do. It's individual. Everybody's different. You got to look at the person. You got to look at what they like, what their passions are, what their limitations are, what their time capabilities are, what their mind capacity is to do. And that's what I do when I help people, to find out what they do. So anyway, the first thing to do is find out something you enjoy. I mean, if you're not exercising at all, that's my wife right now. She's rowing right now, and she loves it. She's out there twice a day on the lake. Why? Because she loves rowing. She loves being out on the lake. She's in a hospital all day in a very high-powered position, dealing with staff, dealing with patients and families and everything else. And to get out on the lake by herself, nothing but her in the water, is just life-giving to her. So she loves it. So as a result, she does it all the time because it's something she enjoys. What do you enjoy doing? Because it doesn't matter what's the most quote-unquote effective exercise. People tell you, no, you got to do this because you're going to get better results. Well, here's what I'll tell you. If you're doing that, but then you don't do it, you say, well, I'm going to do this workout instead of doing what I enjoy because this gets better results, but then you stop because you don't enjoy it and you don't make time for it because it's not a priority, then it's not getting better results. It's not delivering better results. Do you get it? The thing that's going to give you the best results is the thing that you will do, and that's very important. Listen, I want to teach you a workout today that's a great workout. This is a workout that actually my wife was part of teaching me this one. Gina taught me this. I call it the inconvenience workout. The inconvenience workout. This is real simple. This is one of those small things you can do in your day. When you go to park in the parking lot, don't drive around for 10 minutes trying to get the closest parking spot to the gym door. It cracks me up. People fighting to get a parking spot as close as they can to the gym door, to any door, but it's just even funnier when it's the gym because they're going into exercise and they don't want to have to walk too far to get into the gym door. Listen, when you go to park, anywhere, when you go grocery shopping, when you go to do anything in your day, when you go to work, park as far away from the door as you can. But Tad, is that really going to make a difference? Yeah, it will. It's a little thing. It's a little thing that over the span of a year will make a big difference because it's calories burned. That's simple. Don't take the elevator unless you're going to the top of the Sears Tower or John Hancock building or something else and you're going up hundreds of stories. Don't take, and even if you do, if you're going to floor number 105, take it up to floor number 100 and walk the last 5, okay? So my wife, Gina, does this all the time. We'll do it. When we go on vacation, we're in a hotel, we're wherever, we walk the stairs. And if you're able to do it, if your knees are good enough, for us, we take them 2 at a time. Why? Because then we work our butt, we work our hamstrings, we work our quads. It sounds weird because we're just going up the stairs. I'm not talking about a workout. I'm not talking about doing stairs for a workout. Literally, when we leave the hotel, when we go back in the hotel, we take the stairs. We don't take the elevator. Why? It just burns more calories. And when we're on vacation, we want to enjoy ourselves. We're going to take calories in. So we want to take calories out and burn them so we don't go home having gained a bunch of weight and being miserable. It's all about making those little things in life inconvenient. Find out ways you can do things to burn more calories. I remember when our kids were little and Gina was real busy taking them to soccer, taking them to different events and that, but she would have that downtime in between where she'd be sitting there usually talking to other mothers. And moms would always say, I just don't have time. I'm so busy. And I understand it. I'm not minimizing how busy your schedule is. And I'm not saying that you have free time, but what I'm saying is you do have time that's non-productive time on some of the things you're doing. You have to look at that non-productive time and go, how can I make that productive time? So Gina, while she'd be waiting on the kids, the other moms would be talking. She'd say, hey, come do some lunges with me. Hey, come do some bleachers with me. Hey, let's go jog. And she would take that time and make that into part of her workout routine and what she would do. Listen, it's not about having another slot of time in the day. It's with what you're doing. How can you work something in to what you are doing right now? I want to talk to you about a last things first mentality, because most people don't really think about this. And that is exercise to them, even though they really want their bodies to change, it really is the last thing in their day. And here's what I want to say is that if you are consistently missing workouts and you leave it for the last thing of the day, here's the problem is life will get busy, your work will get busy, things will happen that'll preoccupy you during the day, and if nothing else, by the end of the day, you'll just be exhausted and you won't have the energy to do it. So that's why I say those last things, make them first. Front load your day. Do it at the beginning of your day. For example, a typical day for Gina and I is we wake up at 4:45 in the morning. That's crazy. I mean, I would think 4:45, there's no way. But what's great is we go in right away. We get up in the morning. do our little morning routine. She goes to the lake and rows. I go to the gym and work out. We come back, we have breakfast, she takes off. Sometimes at night, she'll go back and row again. Sometimes at night, I might go work out, but a lot of times we don't. But here's what I say: at 4:45, 5 o'clock in the morning, the phone's not ringing, work isn't happening. The only thing that'll get in your way at that time of the morning is sleep. That's it. So front load your day. And I know at first it's going to seem hard. It's going to seem difficult. It's going to seem like, man, that is so hard. But here's what you'll find. You'll start going to sleep earlier. We laugh now, you know, we're like, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so late. It's after 9 o'clock and we're not asleep. But you get into this routine of thing where eventually your body will adjust to the schedule. And what you'll find is when you do it first thing in the morning, you'll be far more productive for the rest of your day, particularly at the beginning of your day. When you get to work, you're going to be wide awake. You're going to be like, come on, man, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. You're going to be, your mind's engaged, your body's engaged, and everybody else is going to be like, oh, stop. What are you talking about? And they're trying to get their coffee and they're trying to get woke up. And you look at those businesses, the first 90 days of the day, people are very non-productive, except for the people who exercise before they go to work. Why? Their body is awake. Their circulation is going. Their mind is awake. They're wide awake and going and ready to be at full capacity. It's the best thing for you. And listen, how great is your day going to be if your day started off by you having accomplished something that you haven't been able to accomplish before? Listen, if you're not exercising right now, get up 15 minutes early in the morning tomorrow. Wake up 15 minutes early tomorrow and just go outside your house and walk as fast as you can for 15 minutes and come in and shower and get ready for your day. 15 minutes, that's it. Don't do anything more than that. Do that every single day, 5 days a week. Take the weekends off, 5 days a week. Or you can do it on the weekend if you want. But during your work week, get up 15 minutes early, go out and walk as fast as you can, 15 minutes, and do that consistently and just do it over and over again. Watch and see how you feel in your morning. Because for the first time you go, you know what, I'm doing something for myself. You know what, I'm accomplishing something I've never accomplished before. And you feel just a little more invincible. You feel a little more accomplished when you go into your day, and that's going to flow through in the rest of your day and everything that you do. So start tomorrow. Listen, don't go, hey, okay, I hear what Ted said. I'm going to start that Monday. Forget Monday. Today's Thursday. Start Friday, tomorrow. There's only one day left in the week, and I want to make this. No, start tomorrow. Don't wait another day. Start tomorrow morning. Get up 15 minutes early. Make it happen. Watch how your day goes. Send me an email or send me a Facebook message or something. Let me know how it goes. What I promise you is by making your last things first in your day, you're going to be successful at it, and it's going to affect the rest of your day. You're going to thank me that you did it. It's ever so important. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about exercise, and let's get into slide number 11. I mentioned this briefly on Tuesday. I want to come back to it again. When you have two types of cars, one with a bigger engine, one with a smaller engine, you're driving the same distance, what's going to happen? Well, the one with the bigger engine is going to burn more calories. With the same distance, even if you go the same speed, you don't go faster, burns more calories. That's what your muscles are in your body. Your muscles, your quads, your calves, your glutes, your hamstrings, your biceps, your pecs, your lats, everything, those are your engine. And when you have more muscle, you burn more calories during the day. So that's why it's great if you are working out consistently to not have the mentality that thinks, well, I got to do more cardio to burn more calories. Listen, cardio is great. Cardio is important, but it should either be cardio that involves resistance training or do your cardio and do resistance training, whether you have to alternate days or cut your cardio down. I would tell anybody, if you say, listen, I do an hour of cardio a day, and I don't do any sort of resistance training, I would say, you know what, it'd benefit you a lot more if you only did 30 minutes of cardio and 30 minutes of resistance training. Why? Because you're going to increase your muscle tone in the rest of your body, and it's not just while you're doing the cardio, but through the rest of your day, when you walk up the stairs, when you walk from your car, when you stand up out of your chair, you're going to burn twice as many calories because you have more muscle. It's so important. Plus for your bone density, women, so important. That resistance continues to put stress on the bones. Stress on the bones is what increases your bone density. That's why astronauts cannot stay out in space that long, because they lose so much bone mass because they don't have stress on the bones. That's why it's so important. A lot of women deal with osteoporosis, and that can be avoided by doing resistance training. That can be a big benefit to keep your bones strong. So we want to get a bigger engine. We want to get more muscles. Go to the next slide, slide number 12. But I want to encourage particularly the guys to look past the mirror, guys. You know, guys tend to work their mirror muscles. They're going to work their biceps. They're going to work their pecs. They don't do their lats. They don't do their legs because they got pants on. You can't see it. Listen, your legs are the biggest muscle group in your body. Your lats are your second biggest muscle group in the body, and both of those are probably the most neglected one by men that work out because they're thinking about the muscles they see in the mirror. By strengthening those, if you're trying to keep your body fat down, what it's going to do is the bigger muscles are giving you even more engine capacity. That's why you want to train them. That's why it's important to train all of your muscles. When you do a workout, do one that's comprehensive, that's hitting all of your muscles, whether it's a sort of plyometric, boot camp, sort of overall workout, or if you're doing something that's weight training, make sure that you're consistently doing that in your weight training. Go to the next slide. Go to slide number 13. Women, listen, I showed you this one on the last webinar. I'm going to briefly say it again. Don't be scared. You're not going to accidentally get big muscles. Don't be afraid to pick up some weights, to do some working out. But listen, do your entire body. Do everything. Do your calves. Do your hamstrings. Do your quads. Do your glutes. Do your abs. Do your lower back. Do your traps. Do your delts. Do your biceps. Do your triceps. Do an overall comprehensive workout, because the more muscles that you tone, the more that you're going to increase your metabolism, your capacity to burn calories. And you're not going to get big by accident. Women will say that, well, I build muscle really easy. Listen, I only wish it happened by accident. I wish I could just go to sleep one night and wake up and go, oh my gosh, I got all these muscles. Now, sometimes at first, sure, you start working out and you see a little bit of increase. Your sleeves might feel a little tighter, or some of your shirts might feel a little tighter across the middle because your lats and your pecs are starting to get more tone. But that's a positive thing because you're getting more muscle tone. What that means is the fat that's over it eventually is going to become depleted because you're burning more calories. So be okay with that, because what you're doing is preparing your body to use more calories as you go into the future, as you continue to burn calories. Okay? Go to slide number 14. I'm going to start wrapping this up, getting close. Next Thursday, I'll get into a lot more details on specific exercises, but I want to talk about this whole consistency thing. I want to talk about the less is more mentality. That's my focus today. Consistency is what produces results. I'll tell you right now, I work out right now. I mean, people that are in there doing all these killer ab workouts and everything else, I'm not going to bother to show you my abs on the camera. People might think whatever, but I'm just saying my abs are something that's always been in great shape. My body, I always stay lean. But if you look at what I do on a day-to-day basis, it is not extreme. What I do on a day-to-day basis is consistent. I've never stopped. I do the same thing all the time. I do 3 sets on my abs every day, and that's it. And I don't do anything else, and it's only about 10 to 15 reps on each set. And those of you that know me and have seen my abs would go, there's no way. Yes, there is. Why? Because I developed it early, and I consistently did the same thing all the time. And I watch my diet. I take care of myself. It's that simple. It's not about extreme efforts. It's about consistently doing the same thing, because if you do that, then you'll find you're going to be consistently successful at everything that you do. So today, the biggest thing I want you to take away is, if you're not exercising, if you're not doing anything at all, tomorrow, 15 minutes early, get up and walk. You got a couple little hand weights in your house, take them with you. Do some curls and do some triceps as you're walking. Do a little bit of resistance. Do some side raises as you're going. It's not important what you do. What's important is that you're doing it. Make it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it small, but be consistent and do it. And prove to yourself that you can do it. Here's what I'm telling you. That's what's going to be the victory. When you tell yourself that you can do it and you start thinking that way. Go to the next slide, slide 15, because I want to drive this into you that you can do it. You can do it, but your mindset about exercise has been wrong. You've been thinking the same way with diet. You think you have to do these extreme things, and it's not. It's the little things you need to start doing. Let's start doing something little that you're not doing right now, and let's start doing it consistently, and make your mindset that your goal, your accomplishment is not that you lose weight, not that you get ripped or anything else like that, that your accomplishment is that you are consistently exercising for the first time in your life and you're never missing. I'm telling you, when you do that, now you're winning. Now you're ahead of the general population. Then from there, we can step it up a little bit. We can do a little bit more, and you're going to learn more in future weeks. But right now, I want you to just make that tad bit of change, that little bit of change right now, and start doing it consistently. And I promise you, you're going to see the results you've not been seeing before. Go to slide number 16, and let me just mention this. Next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, 3 p.m., I'm going to talk about the calories that count. I mentioned that earlier. And I'm going to talk to you specifically about calories, which calories are important to get in, how you should get it in, how you should eat throughout the day. We're going to get into more specifics on the calories in and how to help you control those things, okay? Also, on Thursday, then, we're going to be talking into some more specific exercises that you can do. But today, I want you to leave with the mindset of the little things, thinking about the little things that you can do. Listen, if you have any questions, if there's anything I can do for you to help help you at all, that's my email right there, tad@atadbitmorefit.com. Email me. I also do work with people. I've had some people contact me about customized workouts, personalized diets, accountability programs. I do things just via Skype. It's very simple. I don't come to your gym, things like that. And it's something, if I can do something to help you, I'll figure out how to do it. I don't take on a lot of people to do that. I'm very busy, but I do help people that I review their case. And if it's something that's applicable to them, that I can help them and benefit them, I'm glad to be able to do that if possible. But listen, come back to my webinars. Keep tuning in, but don't come back alone. Refer your friends. Send your friends to these, because the only agenda behind this webinar is to help people get healthy. That is my goal through these webinars, is to help people begin doing what they've never done before. A Tad Bit More Fit is a book that's in the writing right now that I'm putting together, and this is going to be part of it. I'm going to look forward to some of you telling me how you made the life changes just by hearing these things, making these small changes, and maybe I can include your story in my book. I appreciate you for tuning in today. I look forward to seeing you Tuesday on atadbitmorefit.com, 3 p.m. if you can make it live. If not, it's going to stay up. When I'm done with this, on this recording now, this live webinar is going to be a recording. It'll immediately be right back on here. It'll stay up until I go live again on Tuesday. Go back and watch the one that I did this last Tuesday if you haven't seen it yet. Get a different mindset on diet, on eating. Tell the other people that you know to watch that one and this one. Get them. Already well over 1,000 people have watched Tuesday's webinar. It's going to happen with this one too. Together we can make a difference in people's lives. And just by you inviting them, it might seem like a little thing, but that's a little thing you can do for somebody else that's going to make a big difference. Thanks for being with me. I appreciate it. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you on next Tuesday at atadbitmorefit.com. God bless you. Have a great day.